guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another watch along. And guys, what a match we have on our hands tonight. We have Barcelona versus Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League quarterfinals, the first leg of this prestigious competition. Barcelona looking to make a statement win on tonight's game. And for tonight's match, you can see that Hansi Flick went for the strongest possible lineup that he could field. He had Szczęsny in goal, Balde, Inigo Martínez, Cubarsí, and Koundé in that back line. In the midfield, Pedri and Frenkie de Jong. And up top, you have Raphinha, Fermín, Lewandowski, and Lamine, Yamal. Barcelona looking to put away any doubts that did emerge in this past weekend against Real Betis. We're going to be going against a very good Borussia Dortmund team. And it's going to be a very, very exciting game for us tonight. Let me bring the audio. There we go.
That forward line. As we'll see the captain's coin toss ahead of kickoff with Frenkie de Jong. We're in the armband.
All right. Let's see what's happening. Welcome, Christopher. Welcome. Welcome.
Tonight with the Norwegian referee Espen Eskas in charge of this one. These two teams didn't meet.
Let's stick with Flickball and win 4-0. I like the confidence. I like the confidence, guys. All right. Barcelona, they need to start well. What's up, Dorian? How's it going? I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. I am very excited at the moment. You can hear the atmosphere in the crowd.
Who's got 10 goals in the competition. Only Raphinha, Barcelona has more, will lead that line.
All right. And in the other tie, you have PSG versus Aston Villa.
This match is brought to you by Heineken.
All right, let me just mute that right there. All right. Bring that.
Barcelona hosting Borussia Dortmund in the
All
first
right.
leg of this quarter.
What was your reaction to the Declan Rice free kick?
How do I say it? A big juicy peach.
Dorian, I was amazed. I was like, Declan Rice, I wasn't familiar with her game. Because Declan Rice, I think it was like his first time taking a free kick or something. And he scored. World class, absolutely world class. Those were some of the best free kicks I've ever seen.
After winning back-to-back games against Mainz and Freiburg, scoring 7, Chris, in the operation. But
come on, boys, let's get started.
Different kettle of sharks in the beautiful botanical Barcelona, the way they play their football, but it's not just botanical, it's ruthless under this new coach, Hansi Flick. I say new, he's just had wonderful success since the moment he arrived. This should be an unbelievable game. The quality in Borussia Dortmund, especially that forwards, and Cubarsí and Adeyemi especially.
Nice, Pedri recovers. Fermín López. Oh, it's Lewandowski. Find Raphinha, find Raphinha.
On that left. Struggled a bit since returning from international duty with Brazil. It's been a very...
It has. Come on, Raphinha Lewa. Gotta take advantage of Emre Can. Emre Can is playing in that center back spot with their best center back out. We have to definitely take advantage of that. No Nicolas Schule and no Schlotterbeck.
Missing Schlotterbeck is huge for them.
Big intervention there from Rami Benson.
Nice, Frenkie. Unlucky, unlucky. No stats. Okay, there we go. No foul, no foul. Lamine.
Combines to win it back with Lewandowski. That tight window, Anton with the defense, but
nice.
to clear for a throw.
The slickness and quickness is exemplified in the Barcelona shirt by that young man, 17-year-old Lamine Yamal, the talk of the world, but he's got so much company. Fermín alongside
no foul,
him,
no foul.
Such a young player as well, just 21. Vibrant team, this, but the maturity of their football is in the class of the great Barcelona teams of the past. They play with a suicidally high back line that Borussia Dortmund will be looking to exploit in Cubarsí, who's a cracking number 9.
Nice, Raphinha, you're into space. Ah. Ah, Benzabeni with the clearance. It was a good run from Fermín Lopez.
Like a greyhound at the track. There's an open pass. We can't see it from this one, but there's really not a lot to pick out.
All good, all good.
Defending. Bright start as was expected. The stadium levitating off its foundations.
And whipped in towards that
Nah, poor cross.
Martínez has to watch it go out of play. There is Hansi Flick, as you mentioned, in his first season in charge. He's a Champions League winner, having won it with Bayern Munich back in 2020, and has given this team a lot. A different identity, a higher pressing identity, while still maintaining, as you say, Ray, that quality on the ball. Yeah. The right balance.
Oh, okay. Oof.
At almost every step.
No, don't lose it.
Barcelona, Lewandowski turning away from pressure.
Foul, foul. We take that, we take that.
Seemed preordained that Hansi Flick would take over Barcelona after the way his Bayern Munich played, with the same sort of mixture of pressing and possession.
Nice, Raphinha.
Flicker, the type of football that they played instead of tiki-taka.
Love it.
Good job, Frenkie. Just pass it back. Okay, no. Pass it to Balde.
Balde.
Balde, you're in the space.
Given lots of room to operate down that left side.
Good work, Lewa.
Lewandowski, the flick back. Brilliant.
Lamine. No! Oh, what a save from Koundé. Good start from Barcelona. Good start, boys. Fermín, what can you do? Nothing.
Waves a finger and says no. Cubarsí to try and keep it.
Wow, unlucky. We should have taken advantage of that. Oh, Lamine.
At every area of the pitch. There is still that next level of finishing to achieve. 3 goals in this Champions League, 6 in La Liga.
Yeah, super danger man, of course. His old coach, Xavi Hernandez, picked him out at a very, very, very early age and said this kid's intelligence, his soccer IQ is off the charts. That was coming from Xavi. So he spotted it early and he's just blossomed like a beautiful rose, and the best yet to come.
Oh, what a switch from Pedri.
Switch to him from Pedri, does have to go chasing for it.
Lamine.
Yamal.
Oh, Lamine. No! Oh! What a start! Lamine Yamal is absolutely cooking. Ah, he went for a goal. Ah.
Off the player's legs, the way this kid is, and he goes for the audacious strike home.
Yeah, he went for a goal. So close. Barca's 2 most dangerous chances. Nice bow.
It's been all Barcelona for this so far, Chris, but this Dortmund team have got
be careful that high line.
Dangerous players that Barcelona are going to have their hands full containing.
There we go.
Been in the shadows so far.
Pedri used the M word when talking about this player. He said, it is like having Messi in the team. Comparisons, both obvious, if weighty.
It's like having Messi on the team.
Considering the enormous shoes there are to fill at this club.
Okay, well. Oh, nice, Pedri. Raphinha is in a ton of space right here. Find Lewa. No way. What a save from Koundé. Oh my God. Koundé is playing fantastic right here. Raphinha into space. Bro, Koundé is playing godlike right now. Koundé is keeping them in the game.
6'5", and he needed it all, but he's just sharpening his knives here.
Raphinha takes a short. Lamine Yamal.
Raphinha whipping it at pace. And the header came down from Cubarsí, but out for Yamal, who goes for another curler. High and wide of
Good try, boys. Good try. Good try.
Barcelona are creating chances by the handful at the moment.
But the shot's as ugly as frog's breath. But when we take a look at that first touch to control,
Great start. Great start.
it's magnetic, almost. I mean, it's just astonishing caress of the ball as it's dropping to him, and he sets himself up for that curve at the top corner. But gets his gyroscope wrong that time.
Cubarsí's header, and now Adeyemi.
Cannot say enough about this kid. He was absolutely wonderful against Freiburg at the weekend. Julian Brandt as well, coming back to his best form.
And Gittins, who moves to this right side, facing a wall of Barcelona defenders, does get across.
Nice, Balde. Good job defending.
All
right.
For Dortmund from a corner.
Well defended.
Corner from Dortmund.
Gittins is a danger man in his own right. A little bit erratic. And that crash into the head here.
Ooh, that hurts.
Big bump there with Cubarsí.
Yeah.
Clash of heads between Cubarsí and Guidassi.
Absolutely. Tried to shake it off.
Lifted in, and Cubarsí went for
To
it.
no one. Okay, good job.
When Bensebaini will have to come across.
He didn't want to go fast.
Interesting who will be the corner taker for Borussia Dortmund. Nico Schlotterbeck had that role despite being a centre back.
Oh, that was magical from Lamine. If he was able to score that from that angle.
Out for the season, having picked up an injury.
Yeah, that's a
Big miss.
Brutal miss, that one, Chris. Such a leader and such a dominant defender.
Oh, Inigo, what a pass to Raphinha.
Raphinha trying to
He was trying to find it to Lewandowski.
But Emre Can combining to do enough to deal with it. Flick from Adeyemi, well kept from Cubarsí. Trying that direct ball. Dortmund will have a view.
Pass straight to Szczęsny right here.
High line. Easier said than done.
Yeah.
Barcelona do a remarkable job of trapping their opponents into going offside. They've done it 154 times this season. The next closest team in Europe has done it 98 times.
Almost double.
Risk and reward.
Dortmund is playing against Bayern Munich this weekend? Really?
High up the pitch to win it back quickly to put pressure.
Two
on the
tough games
opposition.
for... that's too long for Raphinha.
Distributed ball from Pedri, just a bit over.
Wait, what happened to the volume? Oh, it was a stream.
Hansi Flick couldn't have asked for more out of his team in the opening 10 minutes. He's been threatening a goal.
No, it's been a fantastic opening 10 minutes for Barca right here.
And quickness, but credit Dortmund. Good defending in front of them, sticking with their runners and focusing like a hungry hawk looking for its dinner here. This is a live opportunity for Dortmund to do a smash and grab operation.
Last year's finalists went on a great run to get to the Champions League final before they lost to Real Madrid at Wembley.
Well, how good were they in that final as well, Chris?
Yes.
Remember that like it was yesterday. Late goals by Real Madrid, but Dortmund were absolutely wonderful in that final. And should have, could have, would have been ahead in the first half. But history favours Real Madrid.
As it often does.
Yeah. Not in London.
Raphinha playing towards Balde, enough there for Julian Rierson to get across and poke away to touch.
I always get a bad feeling when we don't score early. Really? Well, I've been liking these opening minutes from Barcelona. But we do need to be the first team to score. It says that Yamal picked up a hamstring injury against Inter. Yeah. Musiala, he picked up an injury. He's out for the season, no?
His move to Barcelona hasn't resulted in more silverware. It's not been the best period of the club's history. Fermín
Nice, Lamine. Oh, Lamine. Find Raphinha, find Raphinha.
To Raphinha.
Ah.
Emre Can, but had the covering there.
He beats Emre Can, but nice Fermín.
But Barcelona will go again, although nearly given away. Carney Chukwuemeka stepping through that midfield. Chukwuemeka, who picked up his first start at the weekend on loan from Chelsea, had a wonderful performance against Freiburg, made it into the Bundesliga Team of the Week.
Okay. Frenkie with the ball.
Ignited conversations about
These last 5 or so minutes, Barcelona putting a little bit of calm into the game.
in Dortmund. Takes something like 30 million euro.
Be cheap at the
Okay.
price after that performance at the weekend, Chris. The ex-Aston Villa.
Inter isn't that good. They're just annoying to face against.
Beautiful football.
Flicked into Koundé.
Oh, Koundé into space. No.
Onto that left side with Lewandowski, but couldn't make it stick.
They spotted the right pass, but just a couple of degrees off of the angle that was needed to find Louis.
Gittins. And Rierson going beyond him. We'll flick it back to him. Lifted into the air. Adeyemi's header down. And Cubarsí
Good work,
is on
Cubarsí. Good clearance.
Not a,
to
lot
get
of,
rid.
not a lot of great height in that centre of Barcelona's defence, Chris, so they will be going for big Seraf Cubarsí.
It's out.
Responsibility be falling predominant to Inigo Martínez.
Okay. Guys, thoughts on
To defend him.
the first 15 minutes or so. I think it's been a very entertaining
Last year at Stuttgart,
start to the game.
28 goals in the Bundesliga.
Barcelona started strong.
Champions League. 10 goals
Balde,
in
you're
4
into
games.
space.
Again, it's Balde forward.
Lewa.
Lewandowski.
No.
Raphinha, but well read there from Emre Can, who's had a few vital interventions in this early stage.
Ah,
Well kept.
Fermín Lopez nutmegged.
Chukwuemeka.
Oh, good run
5v4
by
right here.
Lamine.
Brandt drifted out wide. Cross towards Guirassy. Stretched but couldn't get a boot to it.
Offside.
Offside flag comes against him.
Regardless,
Borussia Dortmund, they had a number advantage right there.
By Borussia Dortmund, this started way late, nearly on the 6-yard box for the yellow shirts, and they knitted their game together.
Yeah,
And
it was
the
offside.
ball falls to Julian Brandt,
Solid
who
so
can
far,
usually
all
drop a
guns
tight
blazing without the goal.
thimble, and he's that
I agree.
close away from
I think
doing
Barcelona
it.
right now, they're just going to put some calm into the game.
Guirassy was a doubt to start this game.
After all, it's hard to maintain like that level of physical exertion.
Against Mainz due to injury and came off the bench at the weekend, but ready to go is
Oh, Raphinha's in space right here.
combining. Raphinha will get to it. Good
No.
step from Can.
That's a tremendous tackle. It doesn't look like it's much.
What a tackle, man, from Emre Can.
The frog's hair
Hey,
in
he has
front of
pace.
Raphinha. It's a beautiful ball down the side from Alejandro Balde, right into stride with a curvature to it that was perfection. But the big German international captain comes across like a good fireman.
Pedri lifted in from the short corner. Bensebaini rose. Raphinha on the volley. It's his technique a bit wrong, and a chance to break here. It's going to be the breaking up of a counter-attack there, and the referee is saying no to that challenge from Alex Balde.
There's a dangerous breakaway here, that's for sure. Wonderful pace on the release, as was predicted, and anybody that's been watching Barcelona knows that high back line is always there to be exposed, especially in their own half. That's how far Hansi Flick's men push up to shorten that pitch and that tight possession, but
Okay.
did it again.
Balde got away with one right there.
Very fortunate, you must say, as
Yeah.
Balde did get a piece.
Yeah, he got like the end of his
Didn't see it.
foot. Yeah, we got away with one right there. Balde should have been booked.
Yellow card had that been spotted.
He was right there. He was right up with the play as well in that specific area. Referee Escas.
Okay.
Scuff back towards Wojciech Szczęsny, who's not had too much to do. Came out of retirement. A moment of need when Marc-Andre ter Stegen, recruited in part by Robert Lewandowski. fellow Pole.
He's been tremendous since he came under. There was emergency situations, Szczęsny. Ter Stegen getting fitter by the hour.
No. There is no big decision to be made. Ter Stegen is not welcome.
And Balde.
Good ball.
Oh, good ball to Raphinha.
Lifted
No.
towards the back post, taking no chances by heading away for a corner.
Good run by Raphinha, drives to the dead ball lane, gets it fed in
Ah.
by him, and beautiful. But the cutback was ignored for Lewandowski on the deck. Went for the chip to the back.
Another chip to the back tried there from Raphinha, but the block in the way. Half-hearted shouts for handball from the crowd. Come all the way back. That decision on Szczęsny, by the way, as the whistle will go at Yamal and De Jong. Get a talking to here from the referee.
Yeah, that is a big decision that's got to be made. Tell me about it, Chris.
Yeah, so because Wojciech Szczęsny came in the middle of the Champions League and replaced him in January, if they were to reinstate Ter Stegen, they would have to drop Szczęsny completely from the Champions League.
And that's not going to
He
happen.
would be named to the bench.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
Very similar to last season when Thibaut Courtois needed to be reinstated when he recovered from his injury, then started the Champions League final. But potentially big decision on for Hansi Flick as Ter Stegen is recovering.
No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm sticking with Szczęsny in goal.
Going with directness and pace.
Nice, Balde.
Raphinha is cut back, blocked,
Ah.
and it will be offside given against Raphinha. Services let him down in these early stages.
Look at this run from Balde. He waits and waits and waits for the pass. The pass almost curdles.
It was a great run from Balde.
before he releases it,
Okay.
and just waited that little bit too long.
Cubarsí winning a header, as you might expect, but to no one in particular.
The threat is there for them. They see it, and they're containing Barcelona, who have been playing vibrant, attacking, penetrative football, visionary football. But
What would you do if Barcelona starts Ter Stegen next leg and I just give up? It's season wasted. Season wasted if Ter Stegen starts, man.
Lewandowski.
Season wasted. That's it. Wave the white flag.
There are moments where they look like classic Barcelona, and keeping possession and finding their positions, and there are times where they will strike lightning quick.
sure, a wonderful springboard attack.
Nico into
there.
space.
A little bit more direct than previous editions of
Okay.
Barca Lego type football, where everything fits together, click, click, click. There's a different attitude brought by Hansi Flick.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm glad Arsenal won.
Koundé.
Arsenal 3, Real Madrid 0. Who would have predicted that?
Straight games between club and country. Ever reliable is played towards Koundé and behind, but
Those free kicks from Declan Rice were insane. The goal from Mikel Merino was crazy.
but on went for it, but Balde ahead of Gittins.
The crowd liking what they're seeing. 21 minutes in, the rattling of the latch at the back. Huffing and puffing.
Nobody, unless you're a Glazer, yeah.
Break that door down.
Nobody expected that.
That will suit Dortmund fine.
Dude, what's crazy is that Declan Rice, he showed Mbappe how to score free
The
kicks.
atmospheric pressure
Oh.
next Tuesday.
Inigo
That tie is
Martínez.
pretty much over, no?
And Balde
But at the same time,
attempted to run in behind,
bro,
but
it's Arsenal.
wasn't gonna get the head of
Like,
Riazor.
they could bottle it, but at the same time,
Norwegian fullback,
under Arteta,
as it's swept clear.
you're going to see the most haram football possible.
Well played.
You're going to see a bank of 6 with a bank of 4.
Had a breakout in 2020-21. Played 76 times between club and country. As De Jong goes sliding in, gets a piece there.
Be interesting to see in the slow motion replay here because it looked like it's a good sliding tackle. Yep.
All clean from Frenkie.
And then here gets the ball.
That's not a foul whatsoever. Arsenal are bottle jobs. Ramage might come back. Yeah, if they do, just shut down. You just shut down the club, man. Liquidate the club.
In a pocket of space, but couldn't find the out ball, and Yamal will go.
Oh!
Lewandowski was threatening, but Koundé arriving to it first.
What a pass from Lamine. Both Lewan. Oh, Lamine making.
Has won it back.
Right here, right here. No, Lamine pass. No.
Pulled back there by Rami Bensebaini. 17-year-old asking for a card that matches the color of the shirt of Bensebaini, but none forthcoming.
Again, it's wonderful to watch how he releases himself away from the pressure, but it's that.
If he gave the pass to Raphinha there a little bit sooner, I think that would have been a better option. Frenkie was already sliding. The heck, how was I know? Ridiculous.
Adeyemi trying to get beyond Koundé, but fouled him in doing so, and now the yellow card will come out.
Take a look at this, a beautiful first touch. And I think the first foul is initiated by Koundé. Take a look.
I think Koundé might be intimating there that his hair was being pulled. That's exactly what he's showing there to the referee. Adeyemi was trying to get around him.
Oh.
Is it easy? Wait. Stop that.
Adeyemi's a freak. Freaky freak. Bayern will blow away Inter? Really? Adam, you think so? Inter beat Bayern in their home stadium. Oh my god, a goal. Oh my god, did Cubarsí just score? Wait, please tell me this is not counting as offside. Wait, is this a goal from Cubarsí or Raphinha? Come on, boys. Look at Cubarsí. Fermín with the cross. Inigo Martínez.
And a stab home by, of all people, Cubarsí, the ex-Girona youth player. Look at the touch on this. This isn't just a stab home.
Oh, Raphinha just like taps it right there towards the end.
And it may go down to Raphinha before it passes the lane. It's a great attempt by Gregor Kobel to catch it, and that will be going down to Raphinha.
Yeah, Raphinha gets.
Was Raphinha in an offside position from that initial touch from Cubarsí? This will be very close. Because I agree with you, Ray. Yep. It was Raphinha who gets the touch.
No, Raphinha, no.
Bit of thievery there from Raphinha.
I think it's Emre Can who may be playing.
Please tell me that it doesn't count. That counts.
Either onside or offside by a loose bootlace. It's that close. I don't know.
It would be a tough one. It's from Barcelona point of view. That's going in even without Raphinha's touch.
Exactly, that's going in. Come on.
But it will stand.
Yeah, it stands. Oh.
Comes very much to Raphinha's aid.
Rescued by a bootlace.
Oh my goodness.
Just like Hansi Flick drew them up.
1-0 up. Let's go. Please tell me that goes to Cubarsí, please.
Orchestrated set piece of a goal. But unlucky for Borussia Dortmund in its own way. So tight.
Fermín Lopez staying down. It was Adeyemi was trying to win it back, and a bit of a step there, having just been booked. Adeyemi have to be careful here.
Ah, it's a foul. Move on, move on. It's not second yellow.
It might just be the appeal of Barcelona trying to get Adeyemi sent off.
very debatable whether Adeyemi actually knew.
I can't get home until 4, but I will watch the second half. Okay, no worries, Adam.
There is a little flick towards young Fermín Lopez. Wasn't anything severe. I think that's what's letting him off. This is a skilled footballer, Adeyemi. He truly is, and he's got a bit of broken bottle edge. Here's another look at this wonderful flight, the wonderful header, and then the stab home. And that's how much of a separation there is.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
a lot more.
Oh,
than
thank
what it looked
goodness.
like in live time on the first contact.
We were looking at the positioning of Jam, but it was Sergio Guirassy, the furthest player to the right, that was the one who kept Raphinha on side. As it is, his 12th goal of the Champions League.
Yeah, it counts for Raphinha.
All players in the competition. He had not scored in the Champions League until the quarterfinal of last year's competition.
Oh my goodness. Cubarsí must be feeling so hard done by right there.
Barcelona went out of the tournament
So Raphinha gets the last
on
touch.
absolute fire this season.
Right
Now
here.
Dortmund will try and go early in towards Adeyemi. Wojciech Szczęsny has to play the role of sweeper keeper in this team.
It's a great play by Anton to win it, and then the composure, and then that wonderful pass.
Oh, Lamine Yamal in space.
Going quickly.
Find Raphinha, find... No.
Towards Raphinha, but
That's a bad pass.
nowhere near it.
That's a bad pass from Lamine.
Gets his P's and Q's all wrong here.
Ah.
Way overhit and nowhere near the right angle from young Yamal.
Surprisingly, Lamine Yamal made that mistake. He usually is great with those type of passes.
Well, a sharp goal to release the pressure in some ways for Barcelona, but they will know they've got to build on this lead. They've got to grab this one, this game, and amplify this scoreline, because they know they go to a real torture chamber in Dortmund with their fans behind them, and they're looking to square this.
As Mecha drives through this midfield.
Adeyemi versus Koundé. Nice, Koundé.
Tackle. Koundé is asking for a goal kick, and the referee obliges.
Yeah, well followed up.
Good work, Koundé.
Following the field, following the play, and got a bird's eye view of that last touch.
Barcelona are undefeated in 2025. They played 22 games in all competitions, won 18, drawn 4, and lost none. Showing the form of best club in Europe at the moment.
It's been great so far.
Certainly, talk about
Fun fact, I have 4 rivals and 2 favorite teams left in the Champions League.
the quadruple.
Yes, with the Super
4
Bowl
rivals and
won
2...
in
What?
January.
Which teams are those, Adam?
Oh, what a pass. Fermín Lopez lifting towards Raphinha. Could come kindly forward from Anton. Lewandowski. Advantage briefly awarded. Lewandowski's effort wayward.
The pass
Lewandowski had a great start to the match, but he's sort of been faded away
at the end of it, but the pass
in these past couple of minutes.
18-year-old opportunity that this kid here that scored the go-ahead goal to set it up. Just played an absolutely magnificent line-splitting ball. We just take for granted watching Barcelona now.
Well played from Chukwuemeka, who was fouled. Where's the suggestion that Chukwuemeka fouled Cubarsí? That's exactly what is being signaled there by the referee, going through Cubarsí after playing that ball.
It's a nasty collision, but
Okay, yeah.
Chukwuemeka sliding in, and that's what Nico's trying to get his message across.
Okay.
How else can we...
Hansi has yet to lose against Dortmund.
He wins the ball.
Hansi has a great record versus Borussia Dortmund.
It's fortunate that
That's also one of the reasons why I wasn't worried about going up against this team.
able to bend.
Obviously, it's a tricky opponent, but Hansi, you know, he knows Borussia Dortmund. His time in Germany, or the German national team.
Can it take for granted, Chris.
Then when he was managing Bayern Munich.
Barcelona team, though, the multitude of teenagers.
Oh, nice.
And yet to play this type of football, it's not normal.
Barcelona have numbers right here. No, Lewa, that's a bad touch.
There to pick up after Lewandowski's touch went awry.
Great ball into him by the Brazilian here on the ball.
Good step there from Inigo Martínez to recover possession.
All good, all good.
Are asked to do play with one half of the pitch behind them and go forward.
Unbeaten in all of this calendar year, Barcelona, and anybody can see why.
Borussia Dortmund have never beaten Barcelona in a game. Barcelona have won 3 and drawn 2, including in the league phase earlier this year. As
no foul.
They go direct into Cubarsí.
Nice, good block, Koundé.
Couldn't squeeze it through to Adeyemi, and Cubarsí finds it up.
Find Lamine, find Lamine.
Lewandowski's remained down. Yamal, though, will keep going. Played two-man game with Raphinha into one.
Oh, we'll pass. No.
Stretching and sliding, but couldn't get purchased.
Ah.
Look at this lynx eye vision from this youngster. His big, bulging, beautiful eyes sees the passing lane. And there it is, measured to perfection.
No, Raphinha, he doesn't even get contact with that.
By Lamine Yamal as the challenge comes across on the face of Lewandowski. Just a bit of face washing, he'll be fine.
Chukwuemeka. The gap there for Cubarsí to attack, and Balde to smash.
Good work, Balde.
Dortmund sees some openings.
Oh, yeah.
Cubarsí has been getting into some dangerous positions. He's been quiet so far, but he's among the Champions League top goal scorers, so we can't let him can't let him get into the game.
Give them a half yard. The one surprising thing for me for Dortmund is how quiet Julian Brandt has been. He is the locksmith. He is the man with the skeleton keys for Dortmund.
Adeyemi with the tackle from behind from De Jong. As he just about kept that in play.
Great work, Frenkie. Frenkie de Jong is having a great game, guys.
As it is from Koundé. Good step from Jan. Brandt. And Emre Can, who's comfortable in that middle. Chukwuemeka and Cubarsí, who missed his strike. Unbelievable! Tremendous football by Dortmund.
Tremendous football by Dortmund.
Cubarsí looks as if he can push this one through the open door.
Oh, no, he was onside. He just misses.
Swing and a miss, and just any sort of contact would have taken it past Szczęsny in all likelihood.
Oh. And it fell to the player you would have wanted it to fall to. Score of 10 Champions League goals this season. Cubarsí. Ryerson winning the free kick there.
Okay. He would have been onside if he scored that. So look at that happen. Yes. We got away with one there.
Spotting the run of Gittins, who'll have to sprint to keep that in play. Unable to do so. Increase in minutes.
Ter Stegen, Dani Olmo, Marc Bernal, Marc Casado, all in the stands.
Scored 12 goals, including 4 in this Champions League, as it's behind behind Raphinha from Lewandowski.
We really struggle with Fermín in the 10. You think so?
Flick showing some signs of frustration in the dugout.
I think that Barcelona have been performing well.
As good as they have been this season.
Obviously, the starter is Dani Olmo. We all know that, but
this Barcelona team,
I think he's been doing well.
20 times this season.
Good work, Inigo. Bro, it's so good to have Inigo Martínez back, man. So good.
Inigo Martínez, whose header down from the corner, right now serves as a big moment in the game, resulting in Cubarsí's touch and Raphinha's finish. Barcelona a goal ahead.
Oh, Pedri, lovely turn.
Turn from Pedri as well. Might he strike? He'll instead play with Lamine Yamal, who will lift. His effort deflected. Lewandowski left it behind Rierson. Able to play out of the trouble. Went into the referee. That would be a real bit of frustration there from Dortmund. They were off and running.
For sure, it's unlucky. Referee
Dortmund unlucky right there. The ball hits the referee.
Break for Barcelona because the yellow shirts were in full flight like a flock of seagulls there. After it's won here by Rierson.
Espen Escas there, unable to get out of the way. Hansi Flick perhaps seeing the best defensive intervention of the game coming from the referee there.
The best defensive intervention.
Here's Gittins and delivering, but into that near post. And
I took a picture with Inigo Martínez. No way you did? My team did? When was this, Adam?
Szczęsny's still breathing like
That's crazy. As always with Martin Tyler, as the commentator with the poetic commentary, love him.
Ball over the top. It's not an easy ball to connect with, believe it or not. It's when it's dropping over your head and onto the. It's looking like a volley pass into goal. Hard to make a connection sometimes. Making excuses for the big number 9.
Chukwuemeka into that penalty.
Don't commit the foul. Don't commit the foul.
Slided through.
Well played.
To find the window. Barcelona tightening up in defense there.
Tremendous run
Fermín
of
Lopez.
Good lead.
What a pass.
Raphinha.
Raphinha lower. Raphinha lower.
Take him on.
Only Lewandowski. Raphinha and Lewandowski. And on the overhead. It took a deflection.
Wonderful squirrel on a telephone wire. Run by
Raphinha, why not go for goal?
Asking the yellow shirts as they come.
You could have just shot on goal.
A wonderful cut inside. That's where I thought he was going to catapult it home, Chris.
Yeah, you cut inside, you shoot on goal. That's exactly what you did in the previous games. It's 1-1 for PSG. No way.
Adeyemi.
No.
Koundé is low cross. And Chukwuemeka. And a blocking from Cubarsí. But it comes for Jamie Gittins.
1-1.
The threat appears time and time again. And
who's performing better in that game?
of the verbals from Hansi Flick and Niko Kovac.
Is PSG or Aston Villa playing better?
Coming out and showing there's a goal in them. They continually score goals.
Frenkie.
Dortmund, though, finding their opportunities. Period of prosperity in the game for the side from Germany.
Not mistaken, Chris, I think they've scored in each of the last 11 Champions League games, Dortmund. And they do grab goals, whether it's in defeat or not. And they're coming really close here tonight to punishing the net of Szczęsny.
Came from behind in their round of 16 tie with Lille. We're 2-1 down in the second leg away from home and got 2 goals in the second half as Yamal threatens to go beyond Bensebaini, will instead cut inside of him.
No way.
With stasis around him, he'll need to find an answer. Needs Koundé's help to do so.
Oh, I'm just looking at the reaction on social media. It's back-to-back with them. It's actually an interesting game. Okay. So an end-to-end match.
On the job. And each episode is a learning process for a young boy that's 17-year-old. And he lives.
Yeah, Frenkie.
Doesn't seem to have that much to learn, which is the astonishing part. But as his body fills out, his confidence grows, and his muscularity starts to really arrive. What a footballer.
Yeah, because he's still a teenager. 17. Low is just not playing well. I don't like his touches in the game so far. he started actually really well. In those first 10 minutes, I thought he was getting some great spaces, making some great turns. But ever since then, he's been fading away. His back heel pass ain't it? He was able to do it well when the game started, but
Balde. And Pedri receiving well under pressure there from Mecha.
And tariffs again.
he's just been fading. His touches have been poor, etc.
Raphinha. Inigo Martínez. Cubarsí as Barcelona go through the gears. Yamal. Side to side, looking for the windows.
Guys, it's crazy how different this team is to the teams of the past. Because I was just thinking, like, how many of these players were here 5 seasons ago? No one. Lamine Yamal.
Cut back through that area. Raphinha and Fermín Lopez and Lopez. With a tame effort.
You know, when you look at the players, no one was here 5 years ago except for Frenkie and Ter Stegen. I believe that's pretty much it. Everyone else came in 2021, 2022. Yeah, only Frenkie and Ter Stegen. Everything else has been changed. Everything.
Cubarsí lumping it forward, but Balde couldn't track it down. Inigo Martínez with a big step. Winning it ahead of Gittins, who went flying. Clean win. Martínez, who didn't even play at the weekend due to injury, deemed fit for this game as he had a healthy chunk.
Inigo Martínez has been great so far. Yeah, if Frenkie de Jong and Ter Stegen are the only players who've been here. It's crazy.
Athletic Club.
And Adeyemi.
Oh my goodness.
Was on that back post and left as it went underneath him.
Again, a cleat away from making contact. What a ball from the wonderful Adeyemi. Karim sees the pass, curls it around 2 defenders.
Guirassy missing 2 clear opportunities to equalize the game. It made sense keeping Frank de Jong. Matt stayed too long. I agree. But like, well, when I'm just thinking about it, because like, guys, you know, I've been watching this team since 2014, and you know, it's crazy how everything has changed. Oh,
Fired it into side netting. He just keeps popping up with chances.
Guirassy, Borussia Dortmund, danger man.
He's onside. He has a brilliant cutback. Wonderful change of his feet in direction right here. And leaves Cubarsí with knees on backwards and just slices to one side of it.
I'm sorry, this performance is not good enough. We shouldn't be up. What, you think so?
Always amongst the best in the world. Of course, a big partnership just announced by the...
And that's half time. You think so? Barca needs to calm the game and be a little bit more patient. They're misplacing passes unnecessarily. I do agree that some of our passes have been you know, I would say not the best, but I wouldn't necessarily say we've been performing well. I mean we're like performing badly. I think it's been a decent, a good half for Barcelona. We're up against Borussia Dortmund. We started well. We've limited Borussia Dortmund. Other than these like couple chances in the last couple of minutes, we've, you know, they haven't done much in the game. I think it's been a solid performance so far. Okay. Guys, I will be posting a link to everyone who wants to join. If you want to join and give your thoughts about the half, feel free. Always welcome. Posting it on the post section and on YouTube and as well on X. Link has been posted. All right, there we go. There we go. I'm not enjoying the game, especially in the final third. Okay. Well, we'll talk about that right here. NJ, welcome.
Hello.
How are you, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. What are you making of the first half? Thoughts on the first half? Because there's, I would say, some conflicting statements about the half. I think it's been a good half from Barcelona. Not necessarily great, but it's been good from Barcelona. We started well. We've been creating dangerous chances. We've been limiting Borussia Dortmund to the opportunities that they can create. But what are you making of Barcelona's first half performance?
Yeah, like the game is good so far. You know, like we're attacking, but at the same time, what John and Sam De Jong said, right? That like the final third is the one that's that making us like look so bad, and also the passes sometimes are so sloppy. Sometimes when like even though we're dominating, but I feel like some of the passes that we do is sports, man. Like
Okay.
but I'm not saying they're playing bad. It's just that there's so much energy, so much passion and energy that what do you call it? They're making simple mistakes even and they shouldn't be making. But overall, the game, it's good so far. You know,
Okay. Okay.
so much energy. Really
No,
good.
I do agree with you in some extent. Yeah, I do think that some of our decisions in the final third could have been better,
Yeah,
but I just think that that's maybe credit to Borussia Dortmund or such like
yeah.
our mistakes as well.
But to be
Um,
fair though, who cares? In the quarterfinals, now, who cares if you play good football? At this point, we need to win. That's all we need.
yeah,
At this point.
exactly. Uh-huh. Adam, welcome. Adam, thoughts on the first half?
Pretty good to be honest. Not too much goodness. Like Raphinha was kind of selfish, if I have to be honest.
Oof.
I can't stay for too long, so I gotta hurry this up. Uh, I mean, we should be up by like a lot by now. Also, let's see the good possession. I mean, yeah.
Okay. I think that's been solid. This was, guys, the goal that gave Barcelona the lead. Pau Cubarsí, he gets contact, with the ball from the corner from the header from Inigo Martínez, and Raphinha right here towards the end, he gets a slight little touch on it to basically claim it as his goal. It was going to go in regardless, but him just being
Man,
absolutely sure that it goes in.
why you gotta do that?
Yeah,
It is what it is.
I would have loved it to be a Pau Cubarsí goal, but it's just going to be counting as a Pau Cubarsí
Who
assist.
cares?
Yeah, it would
Uh-huh.
have been it would have been first UCL goal for his career.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like,
But
yeah,
Ronaldo
welcome.
inside Ronaldo inside of Raphinha wait.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is what it is.
The thoughts on the first half, Sakib?
Yeah, I mean it's we created lots of chances, but I think at this stage of competition, everyone in our front line wants the limelight because they are being selfish and decision making in the final
Yeah, they are.
third is lacking. Because let's look at this. I think Dortmund also have created close to same amount of chances as us. Only difference is that we scored a goal and
Oh
we are
my
not
gosh.
Mm-hmm.
taking our chances.
The
Lamine has
goal.
been selfish exactly for this shot, and Raphinha has been selfish, and Lewandowski. I think he is being 50-50 with holding up the play and playing his wingers. So he's been decent. I won't say good.
Okay.
I won't say bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't lie though. I was
Yeah,
watching the
Lowell
highlights
hasn't
again.
playing well.
Crazy.
Well, what
Yeah,
happened, NJ?
yeah. Like at the goal that Kubarsi, I was watching the highlights again. I'm like, yeah, that should have been a goal by Kubarsi. When I look at it back, I'm like, oh my gosh, he wasn't
uh,
missing. He wasn't gonna miss that goal too. I'm like, oh my
Lowell
goodness.
hasn't been playing well.
Uh, Lewandowski, he actually started well, but then like towards as the game was developing, he started fading away,
Yeah,
and
agreed.
I definitely think in the second half, I do think that he's going to be an option to be replaced. I think that Ferran Torres is
Yeah,
just
he
going to come
might.
in and
Yeah,
then
that fair
and
enough to
just
come up.
substitute.
Yeah, because the chances that we should be at least 2-0 by up now, at least 2-0 at least. But the chances that we were missing are ridiculous. But I'm not saying it's bad. It's just like, come on, like how many chances do we have to get to score another goal? Like, come on, like finish it up. Like we don't have to be fancy at this point. We just have to deliver.
Yeah.
Just keep scoring. That's all we want.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the goals right now from the other tie between PSG and Aston Villa, and these goals were actually kind of nice.
yeah, it is, bro. I was
Oh
shocked.
wow!
Yo, but PSG is really good, bro. Like people make fun of them, but yo, they're playing really good football, man.
I did Aston Villa 1-1 right now. Okay,
Yeah,
that's going to be an interesting game to keep an eye on as well.
Aston Villa and PSG are very unpredictable
They
opponents.
are. They are.
Okay,
Big time.
Where is
but
the first tie of that game? Where is
what happened?
where is the first game of that tie?
It's in Paris. In Paris.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
okay.
makes sense.
No.
Why?
So
Why
I mean I would say like PSG they want to be going away with that game with a win. But
Right.
coming back to the Barcelona leg, Barcelona they started really well. You had this chance from Lamine Yamal where he tries to go for a goal. You had this chance from right here in the opening 6-7 minutes from Robert Lewandowski. He gets a good shot, but the placement isn't there altogether. But Barcelona they started really well.
Or
They
mate
started,
too.
yeah, they started
Who
all
has
guns
been the
blazing.
worst number 9 on the pitch, Gurasi or Lewandowski?
I'll say
Oh,
Lewandowski to be honest, because I mean Guirassy is doing.
Yeah.
I'll say
yeah,
I'll
I
say
would
I
say
am
so.
going. I think Lewandowski also has been worse, but Gurasi missed two clear-cut chances for his team.
He did, he
yeah, but
did.
the thing is when you compare the teams, like come on, Guirassy doesn't have anybody there. Like while Lewandowski has like a lot of players, right? And the amount of chances that Lewandowski is getting, he's not finishing. While Guirassy is making his own his own chances,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, with Lewandowski, it's not so much about chances. It's just he is, lacking behind the plays. He's just slowing in the
His
build-up.
touches,
That's the problem.
Yeah, his
and his
touch is
touches as well are sometimes a little bit inconsistent. But like I want to keep a good vibe going because Barcelona, we are
yeah, come on,
winning so
yeah,
far.
for
Like
sure.
I don't want to be too negative. And okay, so when you look at the match so far, who do you think has been Barcelona's best player? I have two names. One is
Martínez
Frankie
as
De
well.
Jong.
Yes, I agree with
Yes.
you. Yes.
Frankie De Jong has been fantastic in that midfield. And two, I'm going for Inigo Martinez actually.
Yeah. To be fair, yeah,
I
Inigo,
think
yeah,
I
he's
think
been
it has to
holding
be
it.
De Jong,
I
Lamine, and maybe
Yeah, for
Raphinha. I mean,
me,
they
I
haven't
think
been doing well, but yeah.
For me, Balde.
Balde. Go
Oh yeah, 'cause he's
explain,
holding
Saket.
down.
Koundé
Yeah,
as
'cause
well.
yeah, 'cause he's holding down at the end yet. Was it at the end or the Gittins? Which one he was guarding?
No, Adeyemi is
Yeah,
on
Ademi
Koundé.
might get a red
Koundé, yeah.
if he keeps doing this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
to be fair, yeah, I agree with with Elias, Frenkie and Inigo, because Inigo's holding them back. So when we were so like cooling down, he was the one like holding down the defense for us. So
I'm
yeah,
gonna give my reasoning on why I believe that Inigo Martinez and Frankie De Jong are the best players. I think Frankie, he's been intercepting every single ball. He's been able to drive the ball, recover
yes,
really well.
yes.
He's been able to give some very very good passes.
Mm-hmm.
And for Inigo Martinez, he's been able to intercept and be basically that destroyer in that back line.
Commanding the
And
back for them, yeah, make it
yeah,
easier for everybody.
makes it so much
And
easier.
also with Frankie, like him playing, he's making the game like calm for everybody because everybody's like so much energy that he's telling everybody to calm down.
Yeah, no, not to get burnt out or anything
Yeah,
in regards to
exactly.
that.
Yeah, yeah, 'cause, like, when you look at it, right, when the first 10 minutes, right, they were running so fast, and by 15, when you saw Frankie Dion's face, he's sweating so bad, bro. I'm like, relax, you guys are too hype playing.
I
Relax.
like it. Well, I mean, I like that energetic
Yeah,
start,
I know,
but
I know, but
I do
you
like that
gotta bring
Barcelona.
them
They
out.
didn't like try to maintain
Yeah,
that tempo for the rest of the game because it's not
yeah.
sustainable.
Yeah, exactly. But again, yeah, don't get me wrong, yeah, it's a great start. But again, when you saw like De Jong one time, he's like sweating a lot. Like he's like, he felt like he almost gassed out. Like, but overall, De Jong, being him, I mean, people don't like it, but De Jong and Pedri are the best pair duo that we have, bro. Like in reality. But yes, don't get me wrong, Casado has been amazing. But come on, what De Jong brings is different.
Okay.
Yes. He's been down because again, come on, compared to the team that he had compared to now, it's not even close. The team that he has now compared to 5 years
Yeah,
ago.
I agree with you. What De Jong brings is completely different, but I just don't really see the performance drop from the team if if De Jong is playing or if Casado is playing. I just don't see the difference that much.
No,
The way people
the
hype about Frankie, I just see that amount of much difference. If even if Casado plays or Frankie plays.
that's a, because the difference is that the Castle is way better at defensive. It makes sense because that's how he plays football. But De Jong, he's more like a controller. Like he wants to control the tempo of the game. That's a difference between them. Which I'm not saying it's bad. It's just that you need different profiles in your team. Which is come on, bro. Like if you work in a big company,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, of
You need to have the different people to work. You can't have the same people thinking the same mindset, right?
No, obviously,
Yeah.
obviously. But looking at the
course.
second half, guys, how do you see the second half developing? Says okay, like,
Yeah, that's what
what
I was
changes would
going
you
to ask.
make?
Do we
Yeah,
take off? Yeah, do we take off Fermín or not?
I'll keep him until the 70 minutes, at least 70 or 68, at
I would
least.
want to see Gavi as well. I want to see Gavi in those latter minutes against tired
Yeah,
legs. I think he could be a good option.
score
If
like two
Barcelona,
more
if they want to be even
goals.
more aggressive, you put on Paulo Torre.
Yeah, score more two more goals, then bring Gavi to like hold the position down.
Yeah, you do that. I also see Ferran coming on.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he has to come, bro. He has to come, bro. He needs to finish the chances that Lewandowski is missing. Like, well, come on, bro. Again, how many times did I tell you this? How many backup strikers in Europe that was having a great season scoring goals when like by like two chances? How many? You
no,
can't really name anybody who's the backup striker that's doing that kind of job. Like pressing, scoring, making plays for the team. Nobody.
no, yeah.
Yeah,
Ferran is having a great season so far,
yeah,
but the second half is going to be exciting, guys. I think that Barcelona they're going to start strong, very similar to how they started in the first half.
oh yeah, for sure.
Hopefully, we are able to extend our lead. That would be absolutely fantastic. And it's very, very exciting right now. I think as a neutral, I think you're enjoying the match.
Oh yeah.
It's been very entertaining, but obviously when you look at from the Barcelona perspective, we want to be a little bit more clinical in front of there with our decisions in the final third.
Yeah.
We could have
Yeah,
made some better
you have to
decisions. We
be
should have.
clinical, and we have to score a goal because Dortmund are creating chances non-stop, and they will eventually score a goal. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
we just have to deliver. That's all we need. Because again, remember we said, semifinal is the bare minimum. I'll be happy if we end up in semifinals and lose. Yeah, because again, remember nobody expects us to go this far though. But we were saying at least semifinal minimum.
Okay. But all right, guys, second half is about to start. Oh, Borussia Dortmund making the change. Interesting to see. Guys, thank you guys all for tuning in. If you guys are there for the what's it called for the post match reaction,
All right.
welcome, welcome. But guys, it's going to be an exciting second half. First, right here, players are coming back out onto the pitch. Let me bring in the audio that way you guys can hear it. We're here. All right.
Is what Guillaume said. Jamie, did you agree?
Yeah. Listen, we know they're a far better team. It's going to be really difficult for Borussia Dortmund to get through at any stage. And you could see right from the very kick-off that Barcelona almost felt they could score a couple of goals in the first 10 minutes.
Let's go.
I think Barcelona will be very disappointed if they only end up going to
What's up, Gorek?
Stadium with just a one-goal lead. I expect them to get more than that.
Of course.
Welcome, welcome.
Correct name for the
Yes.
stadium. Yes, indeed. Anything that you think that Borussia Dortmund might try and do here?
Well, you can see it on the
Thierry?
screen. Bayer is a player that I've seen in under 21, very good player, and it tells you that the boss does think that they can help.
Hopefully Hansi subs interceding in Victoria. Why would you want to do that? Wait, who's coming off?
To be 1-1 in this game. Barcelona scored also on
Adeyemi coming off.
But Dortmund did also have chances.
Okay.
Adeyemi off. Ooh,
That's
shame
interesting.
Dortmund pacing behind. Maybe he's got a little knock.
Okay. Any other thoughts, Micah?
I'm from
The
Poland.
boys haven't looked perfectly
Welcome,
well. We're about to
welcome.
watch Kickoff, so
Wonderful.
Thoughts
Thank you
on
so
both?
much, team player.
Welcome.
Second half action is set. As you can see, we're going to send you back to your commentators then for the second half. Chris Whittingham and
Okay.
Will Hudson.
Second half underway.
Thank you, Kate, as we're underway with the second 45 minutes. Saw the change. Thierry broke it down there of Maxi Bayer coming in for Karim Adeyemi. One other concern about Adeyemi would be the yellow card he picked up in the first half. And
What, is that the Yemi injured or something? I'm joking. I'm joking. No.
Lopez
You say those jokes and I get a heart attack.
keeping it at 11v11, and so Adeyemi will make way. We'll see how that changes this Dortmund team. Ray Hudson is alongside me, Chris Whittingham, and Ray, how do you see this second half in terms of what maybe Dortmund can do to find some more openings?
Yeah, it would be difficult for them, Chris. And Dortmund's definitely been on the receiving end of a domineering Barcelona performance, but they've made their chances. Could I say, especially but Barcelona had multiple opportunities as well to wrap up this scoreline. Be the same as usual from Barcelona. It's Dortmund that have got to up the ante here. Maybe be a little braver in their attack. They've been defended well by the Barcelona boys in the middle.
Gittins coming in off that left and trying.
Ooh.
Flashing wide of that post. Gittins moving to this left side.
Dangerous shot from
Instead
Gittins.
of Adeyemi.
I hear the Dortmund fans chanting pretty
Certainly
good.
wants a pop, makes his own space and drives around. Need a little bit more whip on the strike. Well defended.
Good job, Szczęsny.
Player formerly of the Manchester City Academy. Many that have come through that academy and
All right, there we go.
now playing around Europe. Yamal back to receive and then spreading the attack with Alex Balde. Raphinha,
Ah, that's poor from Raphinha. Raphinha isn't having a good game.
been nicknamed El Avión, the airplane in Spanish, for the amount of running and how quickly he moves up and down that left side.
Nice, Pedri. No options.
Yamal. Koundé went beyond him. It opens up for him.
Oh, Raphinha.
And Lewandowski on the line.
Is this in?
It's a
Lewandowski.
for Robert Lewandowski. Into this Champions
What
League.
cross!
Comes against his former
As I was just saying.
Barcelona extend their lead
What?
just after the restart.
Oh my god, it was like...
Sacred geometry of passing. There's a root in everything that Barcelona have done, are doing, and will forever do.
Raphinha with the assist.
Expansive football from the wing.
Hey, Lewandowski wasn't having a good game, but guess what?
Big Louis.
He gets the job done.
Lewandowski rises magnificently to kiss it home. Beautiful.
Lamine Yamal
Yamal.
cross into Raphinha,
Stab ball again.
and it goes in. I thought that went over the bar.
But it's pixel perfect perfection in the passing way that Barcelona.
Oh, that's
just
lovely.
Do it.
Lewandowski, right place, right time.
That
It hit the roof of the
just
net.
Undress Borussia Dortmund's defense with pure
2-0.
magic.
That's what we needed right there.
Distance of the two goals tonight has probably been about 1.5 yards. Raphinha scoring on the line. Lewandowski maybe scoring 1 yard beyond the line. And they go again as Yamal goes direct in towards Gavi.
Let's go.
Lewandowski
Reminds me a bit of
scores
Neymar's assist in
final for Borussia
PSG's.
Dortmund.
Oh yeah, the final goal.
Scores against them in this Champions League, and Barcelona now comfortably ahead at 2-0. And now for Borussia Dortmund to limit the damage.
That's a
Still
massive
give
goal from
themselves a
Lewandowski.
chance Going to that second leg back at the Westfalenstadion.
Difficult to pick out what part
Oh my god.
that goal
I thought Yamal was gonna
was
shoot.
sublime. Was it the exceptional
10 goals in 11 matches for Robert Lewandowski.
17-year-old Lamine
What?
Yamal?
That's crazy.
Because
It's 2-0,
see
yes.
that run,
2-0.
and it was just barely a jog into the space by Raphinha for Yamal
Here we go.
to say, here it is. Play the second ball. It's almost as if they're doing it by osmosis.
Ooh.
The passing is just astonishing. And again, the finish of Lewandowski at that back post set up beautifully by...
Just as we were saying, Raphinha having an off game, Lewandowski having an off game.
Lewandowski was down off the ball, grabbing at his left leg.
Both of them key in that goal.
Just put the ball out of play.
what a hammer blow for Borussia Dortmund, straight out of the locker room.
Ooh.
See the tackle in there from Valdemar Anton.
Yeah, it's nasty. It's right on the calf as well, so that might tighten up. There's the kissing 1-2, as I said. A big bunch of roses.
That could not be a better header from Robert Lewandowski. Look at how Hansi celebrates.
Seemingly heading them in from the dugout and wheeling away in celebration.
I didn't think you saw me, he's saying in Polish. I saw you.
The one time I look away, we score. And yeah, we were saying, yeah.
Now comfortably ahead in this first
We were seeing the halftime, like Lewandowski wasn't having the greatest of games.
No, they're not done. They're going to keep going.
Shut us all up.
This is a side in Barcelona that have scored 4 goals in a game.
PSG's winning? No way.
This season.
PSG are winning. Kvaratskhelia.
The Dortmund goal might still have
What a
lot more
signing.
work to do.
Well, guys, are we going to have a PSG Arsenal
Pedri,
semi-final?
Fermín Lopez. Lewandowski feeling he was being held there by Anton. The referee, Espen Eskas, agrees.
Oh, Raphinha, good work. Hey, foul.
Dortmund personified there. Wilson trying to keep this scoreline down now as best they can.
Yamal and Lewandowski trying to leave it there.
Ah.
Good step there from Emre Can. Tries to lead that break with Cubarsí. Had 3 decent chances in the first half, Cubarsí. Good connection on one of them, a strike that went into side netting. He's got 10 goals in this Champions League to go with 5 assists as well. He's had a great Champions League as Koundé was thinking about playing
Ball went out.
towards Lewandowski, but in deliberating, took it out of. A little bit of skill there from Emre Can, allowing Yamal to go flying beyond him.
Yeah.
Lewandowski getting
Some
that
nice
second
footwork
goal.
right there from Emre Can.
3 goals in his time playing for Borussia Dortmund. And since leaving, he's now in his career scored more goals against Dortmund than any other club of his career. 28 games against Borussia Dortmund, 28 goals.
What a record.
Here,
What a record for Robert Lewandowski.
yard off the line.
He's a
Barcelona second.
scoring machine when he was at
Show, please. You're not banned on Twitch. No, I can't show the game because I'm also streaming on YouTube.
Rest in peace, Wilf.
That's why I can't stream the match.
The big man he used to. Is a big man playing?
If I could show the game, I would love to.
Wonderful.
But I'll get a copy strike on YouTube.
Towards Chukwuemeka, couldn't squeeze it towards him. The 2 Englishmen playing on that left side. Yamal
Oh,
still spellbinding in possession. Draws the applause from the supporters.
Yeah, doesn't force his pass, waiting for the right pass. It doesn't come, so he'll go 1 step back to go 2 steps forward.
okay.
And leads to this
YouTube's kind of stupid. Yeah, I mean,
valuable nature.
if you could show the match, I would love it. But yeah, I'd get copyright strike. What's up, Selvin? Dominant performance.
Balde.
No.
Squeeze it towards Raphinha. Kobo had it ready.
Oh man.
The idea was beautiful and correct, but just couldn't caress it enough into.
Thoughts on Raphinha stealing Cubarsí's goal? Hey, CR7 vibes. CR7 vibes. But what important is that it counted. It counted. That would have been, I think, Pau Cubarsí's first UCL goal. Unfortunate that wasn't today.
Brandt. Emre Can. Dortmund now being a bit more patient. It's not always the identity of the black and yellow, known for the heavy metal football of Jurgen Klopp down the years. Niko Kovac has come in and brought something a bit different to the team. A bit harder working, a bit more patient in possession.
Yeah, the upheavals at this great football club from Dortmund as well.
No foul on Lamine.
Sahin,
Oh, nice Pedri.
Tulbek,
No.
and now
Oh, Balde recovers. What a pass.
Kovac is
Nah.
Reading that ball.
Lewandowski, 6-7 years ago, gets to that ball.
Koundé. Yamal sets off once more to Fermín Lopez. Challenge from behind there from Chukwuemeka and Bensebaini. Just about went over the line.
Wow, unfortunate. Luckily, first time inviting his family to a Barca game, and Raphinha does that. What a man.
Bigger part of the team.
Hey, well, I mean, at least he gets an assist. And I'm pretty sure Pau Cubarsí, like, yeah, he's gonna, you know,
foul throw, never given these
tease and joke around with him in the locker room. But when you look at it from the bigger picture, what matters is that it counts. Simple as that. Barcelona, they got a goal.
To Lamine Yamal, ahead of Bensebaini. Will give here to Koundé and lift it in. Rierson. And touched by Bayer. Fermín Lopez reasserting the pressure to Jong. And again, just neatly playing there with Fermín and Balde. It's one touch play. Easy on the eye. As you come to expect from Barcelona. Balde, early.
No. It was a lovely stay of possession right there, but
Barcelona without
Balde yet again a bit poor on the final delivery. I wish La Liga has a Pichichi trophy similar to the Bundesliga. If you know it, you know.
unavailable due to an injury.
Are you talking about how the trophy looks like, NJ?
Dortmund
What
without
trophies are better than the shield-looking ones or the cup-looking ones?
in the shape of Schlotterbeck, Sabitzer, Pascal Gross.
Hey, the trophy that they unveiled for the Club World Cup looks pretty nice. That trophy looks very nice.
Yamal loves to cut inside, loves to lift. Pressure on that back four. Rierson and Anton. Bensebaini all getting headers. Chukwuemeka now.
Captain setting the tone there. Well played.
Great control there from Kobel. Rierson.
Somehow, somewhere, they're going to have to try to get this ball played a lot more into Julian Brandt. If Dortmund are going to lead this second half charge, as the players ahead of him to cause disruption.
Ron Rajo warming up, okay. That's interesting. What, is he thinking of subbing off like Pau Cubarsí?
Off their usual
Bring on that Rajo to mark him?
that we're accustomed to seeing from Dortmund.
Giddens can keep it in play ahead of Koundé. Cubarsí again the target. Easy work there for Inigo Martínez. Well kept there by a combination of Fermín and Lewandowski. Raphinha wants to go.
Ah, Raphinha.
Inside.
Unfortunate.
Example from Dortmund on that last attack. It falls on that last attack.
The design for the design is great for the World Cup. I'd love to win it one day. I'm glad they brought the intercontinental trophy back. No, Raphinha.
Raphinha trying that back heel flick, but it went straight into.
I need to see Lamine rested for once.
Talented young striker who joined from Hoffenheim.
Crazy the amount of minutes that Lamine Yamal has played.
Over 30 million. Good run of performances, especially in a system change for Dortmund in the league. Trying something different here tonight. Usual 4-3-3.
Just finishing the thoughts on the danger man of Brandt for Dortmund, Chris. It's Fermín Lopez is doing a real good job of bottling him up in that centre. Really has played a good marking game on the danger man.
Cubarsí. His touch was decisive in the opening goal of the game. Eventually turned in from Raphinha, but it was...
Is it still 2-1 for... Yeah, it's still 2-1 for PSG. Okay.
Lovely turn there from De Jong.
Oh, Frenkie. Frenkie is having a great game, guys.
Yamal. And left for Fermín Lopez. No patience shown there. Yamal on the turn. Koundé will eventually arrive. Not quite ready to deliver that ball into the penalty area. De Jong. Outside of the boot, Raphinha. Fermín Lopez rising as well. Bensebaini.
Unplayed.
Gittins was taken out. Bayer will go on the chase, and Szczęsny. Very rarely played behind.
Oh, Szczęsny. Oh.
This is new for him, this late stage of his career, but he's looked up for it. Drawn the applause there. Calmly playing 40 yards off his line.
Look at how they're chanting his name. Oh, Koundé's in the space.
That early option will play it.
No! Fermín, take a shot, take a shot. No!
Only just wide.
No! That was 3-0.
As ever, starts out wide. Lamine Yamal with that wonderful back heel. And then it falls.
It hits the post.
Fermín, who's got the time to caress it, touch it, pick his spot. And
No, it hits the post, man.
beautiful strike. And again, Corbell's big, white, skinny friend saves him.
Lewandowski. And Lewandowski spilled from Cole. Raphinha was there. Lewandowski tries again. It's coming kindly again for Barcelona. Pedri. Fermín Lopez. I must say, it's a real credit to his performances this season. He's in the team at this stage. Wouldn't have thought he'd be in ahead of Gavi, but here he is Yamal.
Oh my god, that goal from Cubarsí was beautiful.
And again, and Yamal and Lewandowski will leave.
Fermín, take a shot, take a shot, take a shot.
Block in from Emery.
No way. No way, man. No way Fermín Lopez has a chance to make it 3-0.
Correct in terms of getting the right shot at the right time. Again, Yamal, the centre of the universe for Barcelona. More twists and turns in a cheap garden hose. And then this wonderful strike
No.
from Fermín Lopez.
That first chance on the step. No, it was an empty net, Fermín.
Kind of keep it down, but gets those people off of their seat and in full battle cry. They smell a third one.
Another
Come on.
La Masia product that is taking his place in the team and not let go. The club's academy since he was 12 years old. Fermín Lopez.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
Right now, the Cubarsí, Balde,
Dortmund wants the game to end?
Fermín Lopez,
Oh, absolutely.
Yamal, all having come through the zone.
Barcelona should be up like 4-0 right now.
You know, with this big, wonderful new stadium that's being built, and after the likes of Neymar and Suarez and Messi, and Busquets, Jordi Alba, some of the gods of the game for Barcelona, after they've long gone, what were they going to fill up that stadium? Well, this is it.
Brandt into Cubarsí, trying to combine there with Chukwuemeka, but it didn't quite come off, and now could the counter be on? Yamal.
Oh, will the ball into Fermín. Will ball.
Fermín Lopez.
Lewandowski. Yes! 3-0. Come on. Boom. What a counter. What a counter. Fermín was knocking on the door, guys.
Lewandowski, but he is the thunder Chris at the end of a lightning attack by
29 goals in 28 matches for the Polish striker. Oh, come on.
Next to not applaud this football. This crowd have been spoilt by football from the great days of yesteryear.
Look at that counter from the boys. Fermín Lopez, driving run, pass into Lamine Yamal. What a pass from Lamine. Great pass. Fermín makes the right decision. That's a great strike from Robert. Great strike. Kobo even got a hand to that. Let's go.
3-0.
That was a perfect strike from Robert.
The two top goal scorers in this Champions League.
That type of goal for a striker is what you love.
Chukwuemeka and Mecha come off.
As a striker, that's the type of goal that you want. You want the ball coming towards you, you coming into that and just striking at it. First time.
Will come into the game. American international Reina.
3-0.
Have a big job on now.
Come on, one more, boys.
I wonder if Dortmund have any way back in the second leg, and they might need to go get one here. 3 goals.
Oh,
advantage.
ole.
A real mountain to climb against this Barcelona team. To finish that point, Raphinha having gotten that first goal, Lewandowski getting the second 2. Raphinha on 12 goals, Lewandowski.
I know that Robert Lewandowski wants to get the hat trick.
Competition has scored more than 10. It is remarkable what this Barcelona team continues to do.
Oh, be careful. 3 on 4 right here.
They need a response.
Nicely.
Brandt, Julian Brandt.
Nice, Inigo.
There from Inigo Martínez, and Reina gave it away.
What happened? Oh, offside. Okay.
The previous passage.
Gavi coming on? Is he?
For Reina, a big moment. He's played a fair bit in this Champions League.
He is.
For Borussia Dortmund, his 8th appearance. He struggled to get regular playing time.
Okay, come on, Gavi.
For Borussia Dortmund, a lot of conversation about what his next club might be and how important that might be for the U.S. men's national team to get him playing regular first-team football once more. Didn't even come on as a sub in the semifinal of the CONCACAF Nations League for the U.S.
There you go. Oh,
As Raphinha
Raphinha. No.
holds ahead of Bayer. Pedri. Bent into that space there from Raphinha, but given away. Brandt. Spotting the window. Riersson can get forward. Lifted in and Balde.
Let's go. Good stuff, boys.
A corner to come for Borussia Dortmund. Big 20 minutes here. Their Champions League campaign already 3-0 down. They can't let it get worse. Bensebaini, the left back who's come across. Now the referee will hold as there's a man down right on the edge of the 6-yard box. It's the Dortmund captain, Emre Can. On to ground here, a little bit of a tussle. Cubarsí and Inigo Martínez, the two center backs involved.
What language would the referee be talking in? Would it be English? Because I'm assuming, you know.
Yeah, they drop into the ground like a scene out of The Godfather.
Inigo Martínez and John getting a talking to.
Okay. English? Yeah, most likely English.
Bensebaini into a crowded 6-yard area.
Nice, Lewa, good clearance.
Lewandowski's got 2 goals and a big defensive involvement there.
If you're a Barcelona player right now, you do not want to be coming off the pitch. Even if it's broken English, yeah. Most likely.
Trouble does manage to win. Borussia Dortmund. A throw in. Big game to come this weekend for Dortmund as well. Away at Bayern Munich in Der Klassiker. Which is a rivalry that...
Come on, boys.
Decisive at the top of the table. Won't be this season with Dortmund currently in 8th, but they need as many points as they can to return to the Champions League next season. You see at the bottom left of your screen there, Gavi getting ready to enter for Barcelona. Bayern.
Hey, what do you mean foul?
Martínez can scarcely believe it. I think Dortmund will take a chance to put a ball into the penalty area here.
Everybody in the bar, the goalkeeper being sent up. Set pieces, the great equaliser, so many times. With his defence in front of him have been on the spot.
All right, come on. Let's defend this.
To aim for. Szczęsny was always going to get there first.
Yellow card for Cubarsí. Good week. Madrid gets spanked by Arsenal. We dove the Dortmund. That's been an absolutely fantastic week.
Szczęsny. Yellow card awarded as well. As Gavi will come in. Another academy product.
Fermín Lopez. What a performance by him.
Academy product.
Absolutely vital for the second goal.
Involved, always responsible, and setting up number 3. The legendary Lewandowski. Well played.
Good to see Gavi come on. Madrid 2 losses back-to-back as well. Crazy to think about. Yes, in La Liga and in the Champions League.
Little Gavi.
Lewandowski feeling he was shoved. Annoyed as he came back up to his feet. And then going through Emre Can. Here is his challenge. Showing a bit of frustration there. Here's the shove here from Can. Doesn't look a ton in it.
Nah, he's just being pushed like from the back.
Özcan.
Hastily.
Good ball. Space opening. Gittins. Have to turn away from goal rather than towards it.
It's gone now. Needed to be much more of a precise ball from Cubarsí there. Passing lane was on for Dortmund.
Brandt. And Bensebaini. Reina will play. Reina in towards
Oh my goodness.
Martínez stepping.
Offside. Let's go.
It was Gio Reyna who was offside. Said it in the moment, Ray.
2-1, yep. Okay. Oh, miles off.
It's close, wasn't it?
Oh, it was Reina. We were talking about it in yesterday's episode, guys. With the injuries to Dortmund's back line, Robert Lewandowski, he needed to have a good game. Overall performance, you could say, hey, I'm a little bit lacking, but as a striker, your job is to get the goals. And he did that perfectly. He got the brace.
See against Barcelona often at all.
On the home, Dortmund certainly was inflamed by the two good back-to-back results, as we said in the preview, Chris. You expected them to be carrying that in, this sharpness and the focus, but they just were dominated in the first half.
Oh, right here, right here.
Even more amplified. Look out, 3 against 1.
3 against 1. Lamine Yamal, please finish this. Yes! Lamine Yamal!
It's the 17-year-old Lamine Yamal, the breakout star this last year.
Look at that celebration. Game over. Game over.
Again, this is a goal crafted, Chris. Crafted with absolute invention and wonderful vision. They're dancing up there because
Great pressure from Robert Lewandowski right here.
and a beautiful
Come on, boys.
attack, cut and thrust. But in a Barcelona way, there is just so beautiful. Look where it starts. The intervention from Lewandowski.
Great work from Robert right here.
To the Brazilian, the instantaneous
What a pass from Raphinha.
creativity from
As a keeper, you can't do anything about that.
sets up this. Lamine Yamal caresses it.
Oh, a stat goal.
Poke it home.
My baby goat.
Poke it home. Like a dart thrower. 180.
And a little dance to boot.
I told you we're setting the music.
I think I saw that one on TikTok recently.
Come on, boys. That's game over. That's game over.
Another double change. Rear Son, Kittens off.
Rafinha and Leo, top goal scorers in the Champions League.
Nicolas Sula.
Lewandowski really does need applauding as well. The 36-year-old, he was the man who began that press instantly. When there was a sloppy ball, it wasn't such a bad ball, but Robert recognised it. It's going to be short. And then he springs like a bear trap to win the ball and set off Raphinha.
What a performance from the boys, guys. Like round of applause right here. Hansi Flick, you just think about it. Years of the past, Barcelona, we would be going into a game like this, we're thinking, we're going to need a great Messi performance, or is this team going to, stand up to the test? Are we going to crumble under the pressure? We're in the first leg of the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and we're up 4-0 against the UCL finalists of last season.
Triple change being readied. Ronald Araujo, Ferran Torres, Eric Garcia.
This team was a UCL finalist, and we're putting 4 past them in our home stadium. You just have to applaud the work that Hansi Flick, his staff, John Laporta has done behind the scenes, the players overall. Absolutely fantastic turnaround. Fantastic turnaround. Hansi Flick making 3 substitutions right here.
Pedri will be withdrawn.
Great performance from Pedri. Great performance.
The old Messi chant around these parts, but for Pedri.
Certainly revered, and rightfully so, the ex-Las Palmas lad. It's not just La Masia. When they see a jewel, they recognise it very quickly. because of the jungle drum scouting system that is baked into this institution of FC Barcelona. A fabulous footballer.
You beg your pardon, it won't be Yamal who will come off. It's Lewandowski along with Pedri and Inigo Martínez. Araujo will come into that back four next to Cubarsí. Lewandowski scored.
Great work from Leo right there. Great work.
Polish pride on display.
Yeah.
A wonderful
One of the best
footballer
strikers of this generation right
in
here.
his own right, but a wonderful human being as well. A really tremendous person. I have a friend who has a couple of twins. His name is Lewandowski, Piotr, and his twins
Come on.
were celebrated.
Maybe
by
Yamal is just a
on
physical
wonderful
freak that can handle all these minutes.
video.
I mean, hey,
Somebody
if
didn't need to do, but he did it for
if
his namesake.
Lamine Yamal feels great, if the data
Yamal who stayed on.
says he's great, then go for it, man.
Looked like that
You know?
counter might be on his Eric Garcia.
You just have those players.
Challenge in.
Oh, Lamine Yamal is asking for a sub.
Feeling a little bit in his back leg there. Was the indication, a little bit of fatigue and tiredness.
Yeah. It's just Lamine off.
All the games that Barcelona have
Kids today just build different.
of his freshness.
Yep. I mean, the youth of him falls into so much of it. Their tiredness and stamina, it's not fully banked up. And they can be extended with that youthful vibrance that they have, but it's got to be managed. And Hansi Flick doing his best to do that in his gifted squad.
Good pace there down that left as Araujo has to deal with that cross into the area from Duranville.
As we said earlier as well, Chris, the amount of tough games that they have had since the international break.
Lamine Yamal is fine. I think it's just like overload or something. Oh, no.
And a chance
Oh,
on
Ferran, great defending right there.
What an opportunity for Gio Reyna.
A brilliant turn and wonderful touch into the box to release himself and give him space. Was there a pass on? He didn't think so. He goes for gold. He goes for goal. As well created by young Reyna.
Lifts in this corner as well and flick towards goal. Szczęsny had to poke over. And it was Zula who's just come on who got the touch that sent Szczęsny scrambling.
Wait, but if Lamine Yamal is feeling poor, just go down on the floor.
I'm a celebrity, get me out of here.
Well, something that's positive is that he's sprinting.
In towards Benzibaini and sliding intervention there from Ferran Torres.
Played more than his part this year. Back
Come on, guys.
Lewandowski replacing Lewandowski. Danger man in his own right. Quality.
Ansu Fati.
Lifted into the heart of that area.
What? Ansu
Ansu
Fati.
It's close.
Oh, that's not a name I was expecting. I was expecting a Paulo Torre.
Just do enough.
Oh my gosh.
I think the warning has been heeded by the benches. Ansu Fati.
Okay, Ansu Fati, I want to see you like.
Tuning comes. It's been a little bit too long.
You're gonna have 10 minutes. 10 minutes to show something.
Hansi Flick. It's not right. Oh.
Youngest ever goal scorer in Champions League history, Ansu Fati for Barcelona, all the way back in 2019. I think he was going to be one of those academy products that would take off, but hasn't quite. Spent last season on loan with Brighton in the Premier League. Still only 22 years of age.
Yeah, seems like he's been round.
Okay. He ain't gonna score, but at least do something.
Same with so many of these. I don't want to call them kids.
He's not gonna have too many minutes, so all I want to see is intensity. You get the ball, sprint with it. If you're defending, sprint. If you're attacking, show intensity. That's all I want to see from right here for Ansu Fati.
won there by Barca, and it will be.
That's all I want to see right here from Ansu. Intensity.
It is Lamine Yamal who will exit. Concerns about the manner in which he exits, but he gets the 4th goal of the quarterfinal.
The toe poke. Love that. It's a conservation of energy. He didn't want to take an extra quarter step, so he had full belief in his toe poke. So natural. Wonderful reception here.
Okay. Good to see Ansu back.
Is your beautifully
I was
set
wrong about Barca losing. Good solid performance.
heralded his
Good work, Lamine.
breakthrough star. Had his ups and downs.
Nothing to worry about.
It's never an easy path for such a precocious talent.
It's not played for Barcelona since the
Nice, Eric Garcia.
3rd round of the Copa del Rey. Ansu Fati, all the way back in January.
So many similarities between him and Yamal in those early days of Ansu's introduction into the team. Breathtaking at times, absolutely breathtaking.
Oh, Ansu, another player.
Still here though.
So what? 3 players from back then that are from 5 years ago still here?
How could you not love a face like that as well? Come on.
4-0 Barca ahead here, heading towards the 2nd leg in Germany. Balde losing out, Emre Can and Cubarsí. And Bayer back towards Cubarsí, Reina again, and Julian.
Oh my God, please. Araujo, that's monumental from you, Araujo. That is huge from you, Araujo. Oh my goodness.
VB, wonderful play by Dortmund. Setting each other up, holding, hesitating, finding the right pass when the direct route to goal was being blocked by Blaugrana shirts. And still, they cannot crack the dam.
Zula. Better from Dortmund in possession. Özcan. And Bayer. Giovanni Reina's had a couple of chances since coming off the bench. It's a decent one there. Linking the play with Brands. Highline steps.
Nah, that's way offside, no?
Charged on from Duranville. Arriving is Bayer.
That's offside. That's offside. That's offside. That's offside.
That back 4 stepped well forward, and Duranville must have been just off as Koundé
Just off. No, he's.
far side of your picture.
Amazing.
Nah, that's miles off. Great defensive work right there from Barca.
That lift dictated by Araujo was just tremendous. But so built.
Oh my gosh, Araujo, that was huge.
Became
Massive defending right there from him.
The way this team organised the back line. It doesn't come by accident how this is, you know, ingrained into the players ahead of that second pass for Dortmund before it's released. The step up is already in operation. Amazing.
Torres.
Oh, Raphinha.
Might it be 5? It's come back.
No. And
a step in from Garcia.
Ah.
A great ball that was from Torres.
Well recovered and lifted towards Torres. Actually is on a per-minute basis the most prolific striker in Europe. He's scored every 79 minutes he's played this season on a terrific run of form. Ferran Torres scored 9 times since the start of February.
Raphinha definitely wants to help Ansu get a goal. It would help his confidence a lot.
They played the right pass. And that's exactly
I really like that from Raphinha.
when he could have went on and hogged it.
You want your teammates to succeed. Wait, Sule is on.
The 3 minutes added at
I thought he was injured.
One big step towards the
Yeah.
semi-final.
Niklas Sule came on.
Barcelona tonight.
It must be that he's just recovering from the injury.
Face the
Okay.
winner of the tie between Bayern and Inter.
Okay.
Inter getting that away advantage on Tuesday night.
No,
By
boys.
2 goals to 1 as it's one back here by Dortmund. Duranville in towards Guirassy, going beyond Cubarsí, but has to keep playing. Cubarsí poking away and hits it off of Guirassy in the end. Out for a goal kick.
Yeah, he's claiming it, but he knows it. He got the last touch. Cubarsí waiting before biting.
See Yamal there on the bench through the reflections.
Yep.
Better eyes than I have. I was seeing 3D. Well, as we head into the last baby's breaths of this game, stupendously magnificent performance by FC Barcelona. This team is one heartbeat, Chris, one heartbeat. From the strike force to that industrious midfield to the defensive setup that is full of focus and concentration right into the goalkeeper.
Okay.
It's all
Most overrated striker in the world, Guirassy.
all one heartbeat, and it keeps on producing.
All right.
Some harder games
Well, I
coming
mean,
up.
not really much involvement for Ansu Fati right here. Was to be expected. Can't really judge much from him.
Possibly.
But good to see him get some minutes at least.
Have some
You
big
know,
games against Real Madrid in La Liga and in the Copa del Rey final
that
as
could be
well.
the silver lining.
Barcelona 4 points clear at the top of La Liga in that cup final, which they'll play at the end of April.
Sad travelling faces, but they will be out in full cry next Tuesday
Next Tuesday.
at their witch's cauldron, and they're going to need them like never before to overcome a 4-0 deficit.
Oh, Ansu right here. Right here. This is your chance right here.
Fifth is on.
No.
Has to play on
No,
the second.
Ansu.
Just couldn't squeeze
That-
it into
that
Raphinha.
was your
Had
chance.
space to play into, but
That was your
couldn't
chance right
find
there.
That right ball to really put the tie to bed, but Koundé might go in search of it anyway. Jules Koundé
No.
losing out. Raphinha pressing. Guarding it now by the corner flag. Or full time goes. And there is
And that's game.
full-time whistle. Comprehensive
And that
victory for
is game.
Barcelona.
4-0. 4-0. What a performance from the boys tonight, guys. Barcelona in the first leg of the quarterfinals of the Champions League against Borussia Dortmund. We get an absolute dominating performance. 4-0. Absolutely amazing. And you saw a great Lamine Yamal, a great Frenkie, arguably one of his best performances in the Barcelona jersey. Robert Lewandowski getting a brace. Absolutely fantastic to see from us. Guys, we'll be back in a couple of minutes with the match reaction, in which we will be able to talk. Oh my God, PSG just scored. Oh my God, 9 minutes, 3-1. Oof. Seems it's going to be PSG versus Arsenal in the other tie. Interesting. But guys, as always, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll be back in a couple of minutes with the match reaction. Catch you guys all in the next video. Peace out, guys.